1997, Diddy Kong Racing. Yes, the first ever award for the best racing game of the year went to a Donkey Kong spin-off. It won the prize over NASCAR and Mario Kart 64. What's even better is that all of us can see that this is a Mario Kart copy, but this one apparently has an amazing storyline where Diddy Kong and his friends are on an island trying to stop the evil Whiz Pig, whom you can chase in your cart, trying to bring him down with power-ups. It's basically an RPG racer with a hell of a twist. 1998, Gran Turismo. We all knew this one was gonna appear on the list. The best racing game of this year by a country mile, surpassing even titles like Need for Speed. The simulation quality, the captivating career mode, the used car dealer system, and especially the races made it the best there could be in 1998. Don't forget to add the fantastic soundtrack which carries the legacy of Gran Turismo to this day, and boom, you have a jewel like this one. I also made a video on the evolution of this franchise which you can find in the playlist or here in the cards. (1999) Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Yep, just last year was Gran Turismo, and this year, instead of choosing Gran Turismo 2, Star Wars Pod Racing took the prize. And according to the critics, rightfully so. You race on multiple racetracks on multiple planets, and there's an element of risk and reward as you have a boost option available at all times. As you boost, your speed increases, obviously, but your engine temperature increases with it. If you push for too long, your engines will explode, and you'll have to lose valuable time respawning. This element made the game a lot more fun than the other competitors, and until 2011, it held the record for the best-selling sci-fi racing game. 2000, SSX. The year 2000 wasn't very successful for racing games, as a snowboarding game took first place. It was one of the first to be launched on the famous PlayStation 2 in its early days. SSX got a massive amount of praise, especially because of the variety. You can choose multiple riders, each of them having their own style, meaning the gameplay is affected based on which one you select. The courses are filled with ramps, jumps, hops, rocks, and other shenanigans, so whichever mode you choose to play, either race or trick, you'll have plenty of fun snowboarding. 2001, Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. Yet another easy win for the Gran Turismo franchise. This year it was one due to lack of a good competition, I would say. Don't get me wrong, NASCAR Thunder and Project Gotham Racing were really good games, but the sheer amount of content Gran Turismo provided at the time was insane. I mean, NASCAR gives you 3 cars basically, Gotham Racing gives you almost 80, and Gran Turismo 3 gives you 180. Also, combined with a career mode that actually lasts quite a few hours and manages to remain entertaining, I can see why Gran Turismo won this one easily. 2002, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. The start of the black box era domination. There's no other way to put it. The Need for Speed franchise is entering its golden era, with titles like Hot Pursuit 2, high adrenaline police chases, extremely fast cars on wide highways reaching extreme speeds while street racing. On top of that, if you're ever somehow tired of it, you can become the cop and hunt the fugitives down, adding an element of destruction on top of the racing. Easily the best game of 2002, and for some die-hard fans, the best Need for Speed to date. 2003, Need for Speed Underground. Well, the first entry of the new generation, the golden generation of Need for Speed. As the street racing and tuner culture spread in the USA in the early 2000s, Black Box got the trend and made it fun. Street racing on actual streets in the city center, the start of a story that would go on for at least 4 more games until it made sense, and the option to buy a crappy hatchback and tune it to your liking so it looks sleek and is able to compete against supercars. This game is the tuner's dream. 2004, Burnout 3 Takedown. This year, only 2 games were nominated. This one, and Rally Sport Challenge 2. Why wasn't Need for Speed Underground 2 nominated is beyond me, but let's focus on Burnout, this year's winner. Pushing the limits of high-speed destruction, this game was something else. You earn boosts by crashing into others and taking them down, and in crash races, your objective isn't to finish first anymore, it's to destroy as many cars as possible. If I should summarize this rock music-filled, action-packed, roaring engine game in one word, it would be testosterone. 2005, Need for Speed Most Wanted. The holy grail of racing games. No matter who you ask, if a person has played video games in their life ever, they probably have heard of Most Wanted. The police chases got a massive overhaul for the better, and the city racing is much faster and much cooler now. You start the game by getting into a race where you get sabotaged and lose the car you love. Your mission now is to climb the ranks of the blacklist, the best street racers in Rockport City, in order to beat the #1 and get your car back. Combined with the legendary soundtrack, most Need for Speed fans would say this is the best one ever. 2006, Burnout Revenge. This year was apparently pretty close since the other nominations were Need for Speed Carbon and Test Drive Unlimited. But Burnout Revenge took the trophy with its insanity. Once again, rush hour traffic, crazy high speed races where the objective is to trash your opponent's cars. My original one-word description stays the same: testosterone. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I'd appreciate if you left with the subscribe and the like buttons pressed. Thanks. 2007, MotorStorm. We now arrive at the most American game on this list. MotorStorm had fierce competition in Need for Speed Pro Street, Forza Motorsport 2, and Colin McRae Dirt. Yet it has come out on top. It had the biggest variety of vehicles in any racing game at the time, allowing you to drive bikes, ATVs, buggies, rally cars, rally trucks, mud pluggers, and big rigs, all in the same race. Obviously, you have to make compromises on your vehicle decisions, as bikes will have better acceleration and fit through smaller spaces, but they can be taken out by big rigs like mosquitoes. 2008, Burnout Paradise. Criterion Games came with yet another winning game, claiming a hat-trick of this award. There isn't much more to say about this game other than, once again, testosterone. Many Burnout fans will tell you that this is the best one in the franchise, but then other die-hard fans of the older game will shit at it, so who am I to judge? Just play it, feel the adrenaline, the testosterone flowing through your body, and decide for yourself. – 2009, Forza Motorsport 3. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I will. This is the start of Forza's domination of this award. And rightfully so, at least this one. Over 500 vehicles to drive, complete customizability of the events, real racetracks made like never before, great online play, and an amazing career mode, which takes you to over 200 events. On top of that, it gives you full power over the rules of the race, meaning you can play around with various systems and fool as much as you want with your friends. – 2010, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Snatching the award for Gran Turismo 5, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit gave us a fresh take on what was already a successful series. Remember the Hot Pursuit from 2002? Criterion Games modernized all of the systems in the game and released it as a banger. In an era where Need for Speed was in a heavy downfall, they produced something excellent. Controversial nonetheless, as a big part of the Need for Speed spirit was customization, which they did not include because in the original Hot Pursuit, there was none either. – 2011, Forza Motorsport 4. Yep. This year was all about Mario Kart 7 versus Forza Motorsport 4, and Forza took the win, bumping the car count up to almost 600. This game was something else. It could utilize the Kinect device, so even without a VR headset, you can move your eyes around the screen and look elsewhere in first-person view rather than just forward. The developers also partnered with Top Gear in its golden age, so Jeremy Clarkson is a commentator in Alta Vista mode. 2012, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now, it just looks like Forza and Need for Speed are playing ping pong with this award. Most Wanted 2012 is something of a remake of the original game that won this award in 2005. The more controversial feature, or lack thereof, is the story. There is none. It's like a beefed up version of the original game but without the soul. This made a lot of fans very angry with the publisher, and many claim it marks the beginning of the real downfall of Need for Speed. 2013, Forza Motorsport 5. Well, what can I say? Forza has nailed it again. The new generation of consoles and the upgrade in the graphics caused the developers to decrease the car count from almost 600 back to just over 200. Open-wheelers are now a thing in Forza, and the vehicle simulation is a lot better than it used to be. They also expanded on the Top Gear thing by having Richard Hammond and James May commentate along with Jeremy Clarkson in the Auto Vista, now called the Forza Vista mode. 2014, Mario Kart 8. Yep, not The Crew, not Forza Horizon 2, not Wreckfest, but Mario Kart 8 takes the prize this year. Do I even have to explain what this game is about? Racing go-karts with Mario characters trying to sabotage each other? Apparently, this release was the best one by a country mile, the fans say, but I can't really judge as I haven't played a single one. It added a lot of features, a lot of play modes, and most importantly, a lot of fun. 2015, Forza Motorsport 6. At this point, no one should be surprised that we see Forza on the list. This year, the competition has been fierce, with Need for Speed and Project Cars competing for the award. Now, more than 450 cars are waiting for you to be taken out on the track with an upgraded weather system. Apart from that, not much has changed, as the game is basically the same in its nature as its predecessors. Legal racing on tracks. 2016, Forza Horizon 3. Speaking of legal racing on tracks, let's not do that and do some street racing instead. This year's Horizon release is set in Australia, where you can tear up the streets with over 350 cars available to purchase or win. The racing festival provides an insane number of races and things to do, with stuff like exhibitions, championships, bucket list challenges, and so on. Best enjoyed with a friend, online. 2017, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the first year since Forza Motorsport 3 when Forza doesn't take the trophy. Instead, a f***ing DLC takes the win over Dirt 4, Gran Turismo Sport, Project Cars 2, and the already mentioned Forza. What baffles me, that it literally just contains content like tracks, characters, and updated race and battle modes, and that it was enough for it to become the racing game of the year. That's insane. Mario rocks. 2018, Forza Horizon 4. Now we're coming to the YouTube classic. This time set in Britain, that's why it rains so much. Forza Horizon 4 brings a fresh new look to the racing festival. Somehow there are even more things to do here and even more cars at 716. 716 cars in a game is quite impressive. The wheel spin makes a return, and a lot, and I mean a lot of downloadable content is available for this game. Like, more than there should be. So not only is there gambling, there's also additional pay as what you can packs. (2019) Mario Kart Tour. The first year when a mobile game takes the win. Apart from the classic Mario Kart tracks, there are now tracks based in the real-world cities like New York, Tokyo, Paris, London, Vancouver, Los Angeles, Berlin, Sydney, Singapore, Amsterdam, Bangkok, Athens, and Rome. Downloadable content is available bi-weekly with new challenges, cups, championships, etc. to keep the game feeling fresh and full of content. There's now also a point-based system, ranking all the players as you'd expect in a mobile game. 2020, Mario Kart Live, Home Circuit. This is possibly the coolest game on this list. During COVID times when everyone was sick of staying home looking at the same furniture every day, Nintendo came to the rescue. You set up a circuit from stuff you have at home, put the mini kart in there, and the onboard camera will stream the footage onto your Nintendo Switch, so you can basically make the wildest, weirdest circuits imaginable. You can play with other players as long as they break their own car into your home, or with up to 4 AI cars. Insane idea, and I love it. 2021, Forza Horizon 5. What can I say, we're back at it with Forza, everybody. This time in Mexico, the festival returns. With fewer cars, this time only 534, but with enough to have plenty of fun nonetheless. Many fans complain that it's basically the same game as Forza Horizon 4, just set in a different area. Basically the content is the same races, same game model, same campaign, same challenges. Feels like stagnation. (2022) Gran Turismo 7. After 21 years of being consistently beaten by the Forza franchise, Polyphony Digital took matters into their own hands, and properly this time, and made a banger. The 8th mainline installment in the series, thank you GT Sports for ruining that one, is still being nurtured and updated constantly. It started with 420 cars, and the devs have been adding more and more ever since its release. Truth be told, this game is not loved too dearly by the community. Some complaining about the boring Forza-like career where you get 100 cars for breathing. The driving physics and the graphics, however, that's a very different story. The replay camera work is so stunning that when I watch clips from GT7 on Instagram, I can barely tell it's a game. Now, overall scores considered, we have a few podiums to address here. First, the most successful developer. In third place, we have Nintendo EAD with 8 nominations and 3 wins. In second, Turn 10 Studios and their great Forza run granted them 7 nominations and 4 wins. And in first place, the winningest developer of them all is Criterion Games with 8 nominations and 5 wins. Congratulations. Now the publishers, and I'll do this one quickly. Third, Nintendo with 13 nominations and 5 wins. Second, Microsoft with 19 nominations and 7 wins. And first place is taken by EA with 24 nominations and 8 wins. Now the franchises. In third place we have Mario Kart, 9 nominations and 4 wins. In second, Need for Speed with 12 nominations and also 4 wins. And the winningest franchise of all time... you all know it's Forza. 12 nominations and 7 wins. Do you think it's deserved? Let me know in the comments. I feel like it's been a nice educational video about what people like and what they don't. See you soon in another one.